What's ploppin', you little turds? It's your boy Lambo Andy, and we're back with another video today, guys, and we're talking about YEEZY. It's another YEEZY update, and it seems that every day either another website is popping up with YEEZY Gap stuff, I'm unboxing another item of some YEEZY Gap stuff, or some drama's going on in the YEEZY Gap community, and that's what we're talking about today, guys. There's some drama going down. And you know me, nothing better than to stir the pot and to kind of investigate and figure out what's going on and get to the bottom of it and let everybody know where you can confidently spend your money, who can you trust, and all that good stuff. So make sure, guys, before we get into the video, you kick the subscribe button down a flight of stairs. And while the like button is going down to try to aid and help out the subscribe button, you knee the like button right in the side of the temple, leaving two battered and bloodied subscribe and like buttons sitting on the ground. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions or comments about anything we talked about today or anything in general, because I am the almighty knowledge, make sure you drop it down below because I will get back to you. Now, with all that being said, guys, we're going to take a look at some drama going on today with the YEEZY Gap hoodies that were released by Los Angeles Archive. But before I get into that, I just want to say a couple things. Now, we see YEEZY Gap stuff dropping all over the place, and a lot of people are getting this stuff. And I'll explain why. Gap basically liquidated, a bunch of the stuff that they were sitting on for years, all this YEEZY Gap stuff that was just sitting around that they either weren't going to, obviously couldn't sell because of the canceled deal, but it's now being liquidated, was sold. So a lot of retailers were able to get their hands on this stuff, and that's how a lot of people are able to sell this stuff. Because think about it, if they were selling, if all these websites, these reputable websites, were selling YEEZY Gap stuff, they'd be getting sued by Gap, right? Like crazy. But everyone got paid, and this stuff is now liquidated, sold out to all these people, and now other companies are now reselling it for whatever they want, which is why you see varying price points. So let's just clear that up right now. All the stuff you see is legit, and it's because Gap got rid of it all. All right, now that we got that out of the way, we're going to talk about the drama that's going on in the Los Angeles Archive YEEZY Gap world and the hoodie that they dropped. So it has been brought to light that the hoodie that they dropped last week is slightly different than the retail hoodie that dropped in 2022. And it is still it is absolutely still 100% authentic product. It is still real product, but the issue is, and what's going on is, it was different material. Some different material was used in production. So if you guys know anything about production and manufacturing, you source material from different places. So if you're manufacturing stuff in, China, for example, you're gonna get material from China because it's cheaper to get stuff there than it is to import it from somewhere else. If you're making stuff in the USA, you're gonna get material from the USA to make the product because you're not gonna import it, right? So sometimes, and different factories from different parts of the country might get different stuff as well. So sometimes, not just clothes, but anything, when things are manufactured and produced, sometimes they contain slightly different pieces, slightly different material, slightly different threading, whatever. It can be slightly different. It can vary, okay? Or it could be exactly the same, or it could vary. Now, what happened with these hoodies are, these were produced, these were made by Balenciaga, YEEZY Gap. Everything is absolutely 100% legit. However, right? But, there's always a but. There's always a big old booty right there for you to slap, right? Always a big booty.
God damn it, that's a big fat ass!
But these hoodies were not the same as the ones that were dropped in the original drop back in February 2022, which means these were either looked at by the quality assurance team and they said, oh, this material is slightly different. We don't like how this looks. Or we don't like how this feels. We're not going to sell these ones. We're going to sell these ones, right? It's not like they're saying these are defective or these are trash or these are garbage. They're saying we're not going to sell these. These don't meet the quality standard. So it is, if you think, if you kind of think about it, could potentially be a defect, I guess, right? It's not like a misprint or an error. It's just different quality led to a slightly different looking product, slightly different fit, whatever. That is why they didn't choose to sell them. Now, it can be seen as kind of deceptive because they advertised these, everything that was shown looked like the one that was released in 2022, and now these are slightly different. So I can see where people are upset. I totally get it, and I'm with you. It's kind of weird. It's kind of messed up. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's messed up because these were legit hoodies, but they are slightly different than what people were expecting. So it is kind of deceptive, but we're going to actually look at something here in the IG cam, and we're going to actually take a look at what Yeezy Gap is actually saying about this, right? The official, well, not the official, but it's Yeezy X Gap IG. We're going to see what they're saying about this. Make sure you're following them because they do a lot of updates as well about where to get stuff and where's legit product. But let's go ahead and take a look at their IG and see what they're saying, because they seem to be the head honcho in some of this and have some information. So let's go ahead and look at this. All right, as you can see, right, it says, "Hi, I have seen the talk regarding the Los Angeles Archive Dove hoodies and agree. There are major differences between retail and the ones dropped. I was never informed about these differences at all. I will show the differences throughout some stories." All right. The Dove print difference. So the retail is on the left, the Los Angeles Archive is on the right. As you can see, on the retail, you can see it is much wider and it also feels much smoother. On the Los Angeles Archive is darker and has a fading white on the edge of the wings and feels much rougher. In the video advertisements, the Dove also looks like the retail. So what they're saying is the Dove on the advertisement, the one that was advertised, the one that people thought they were buying, looked like the retail one. The one that people got are this other secondary, whatever, different material one, right? The cuff differences. So the retail one on the left, the Los Angeles Archive on the right. You can see clear differences between the fabric, as well as there's pilling on the cuffs themselves. So what they're saying is the material is just different, right? Clearly different type of cotton used, different type of material used to make this stuff. Different material. Like I mentioned, they source the material from a different place. Quality differences and a defect. It says, while you cannot exactly tell from the photos in hand, there is a clear quality difference as it is as heavy as the retail. Cuffs sort of show a quality difference itself. It says the defect received on this hoodie was basically that the Gap logo is too low. It should be a little bit higher up. So that's a defect on this particular one. However, that's not on all of them, right? And they're basically saying, Los Angeles Archive was saying these hoodies are perfect. There's no imperfections, which there's an imperfection right there. The fit and the sizing differences. Retail, you can see on the left, Los Angeles Archive on the right. Los Angeles Archive is smaller. It says, as you can see, the Los Angeles Archive fits smaller, as well it measures smaller too. So it shows the retail on the top, Los Angeles Archive on the bottom. The width of the retail is 33 1/4. The width on the Los Angeles Archive is 31 1/2, way shorter. Retail length is 20, almost 27. Retail length on the Archive is 23. It's like a 4-inch difference. Jesus, fuck me. So that's insane. That's definitely a more cropped, smaller fit, which some people like that, but just note that it's different. They're saying, as of right now, for $75, it is a decent deal for a Yeezy piece. However, it definitely can be seen as deceptive, especially since these are not the retail/released batches. So these are not the same ones that came out in 2022. These were probably made after that and just not released, right? In the end, these are basically Yeezy Gap engineered by Balenciaga pieces, but definitely not what had released in February 22 and on other websites. Please be cautious in what you buy from and are planning to buy from Los Angeles Archive from now on. Thank you. And to specify, mainline items are not and do not suffer from this. All right, so basically all the hoodies, the zip ups, all that good stuff, none of that is affected. That's all 100% good to go. All right. It says, to be clear, the hoodies compared are both from, both the same size, and one's from 2022 and one's from the Los Angeles archive. So, and it says right here, yes, it is official product. It just features differences from the retail releases. So guys, if you don't know, this stuff released in 2022, it was planning to be released throughout the years, but Yeezy fucked up and the deal was canned, right? There was just some different, I'm not gonna say Yeezy fucked up. There was just some differences in, there's just some creative differences. We'll say that in leadership, right? Basically, the deal was canceled, and so these hoodies were never released. So these were probably going to be released at some point, or they were just not going to be released. Who knows? They were sitting around for a reason, but they never got released. And then we have a picture of Kanye West just to end the story. And they have one more thing here. Thank you for 15K. So I just showed their Instagram. They're probably going to get 15 more K. Speaking of 15K, we need to get my Instagram to 2K, and we need to get my YouTube to 2K. So if you're not subscribed and you're not following me, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to really be ashamed of yourself, especially all this work I'm doing. I'm doing all this work for free. For free, right? I don't get paid for none of this. None of this is this. I just do all this for fun and to show you guys some information and to help you guys out and let you know where to spend your money, where you guys should trust to put your money in, and where where to come for your most up-to-date Yeezy news and shit like that. That's all I do. But anyways, none of these places pay me. I'm not I don't get paid promo, none of that shit from any of these places. I just literally buy the stuff, talk about the stuff, figure out the stuff, and let you guys know what's up. So if you got something out of this video, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that like button. Also, make sure you drop a comment if you have anything to say down below. I appreciate you so much for sticking around all the way until the end of the video. It does mean a lot to me. You already know, Lambos for the people. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We're steady climbing on the road to 2K subscribers, guys, and it's going to be a crazy day. But until that day comes, I will catch you in the next one. You already know. Deuces!
Bitch, I'm gon' snap, yeah, bitch, I'm gon' slap, yeah, bitch, I'm gon' snap, yeah, bitch, I'm gon' slap, yeah, bitch, I'm gon' snap, yeah, bitch, I'm gon' slap, yeah, bitch, I'm gon' snap, yeah, bitch, I'm gon' slap. Yeah. Boys that wanna be me,